if you're thinking of like ditching the system, getting out of the city, out of the suburbs, if you want to do your own thing, if you want to be your own boss, we did that. It's been fabulous. If you're planning to go off grid and you got dreams and you're drawing up pictures of what you think, I think you ought to keep an eye out for this one thing. This thing's, well, over 10 or 11 years now, it's proved itself invaluable. No way! Oh! That was awesome. Another glorious day in the woods. Oh man, it's late winter, I guess, and maybe my favorite time of winter. It's not that cold, -10 Celsius, still lots of snow, but look at the sunshine. When we first went off grid, we did something a bit weird. We just moved out to this bare, well, it wasn't bare, it was a forest. This just piece of raw land. And we just lived in a tent. And now it's been 11 years here. We've definitely learned one thing that we can definitely recommend. And, well, we'll show you in a second. Nice. How much was that? Was that one log?
Yep.
So one big one? Medium one?
Medium.
So one medium log. Let's see. Like this one?
No, it's like that one on top.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at this guy. He's a dead pine, 10-inch diameter, and 16 inches long. Remember that, okay? Remember that. And it takes up a lot more space once you split it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, let me grab the door for you.
Nice.
Firewood.
Perfect.
Okay.
Everybody.
It's like running water.
Just like running water.
Okay. I can't drag this out. This is what I'm talking about. This is the thing. This is the heart of the homestead.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. But I'm also talking about the wood cook stove. Oh man. So it lights that easy. Do you think that's actually gonna go?
I hope so, because it'll be embarrassing if it doesn't.
You've done this a few times.
Time or two.
These things were built for, I don't know, I'm guessing like hundreds of years.
Probably, yeah.
Right? And this one, the McClary Royal Charm. This thing's old. What did we figure out how old
I
this
think
was?
it says on the back it's from the 1930s.
From the 30s.
Yeah.
But they still make wood cook stoves right now.
Yeah, they do.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can buy them, but they're very expensive.
Yes.
They're like $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
This is why the wood cook stove is the heart of the homestead, is because even if you just put it in a shed, like in the corner of a shop, like in any type of structure, you suddenly can like live in there, right?
And
like you can
and cook in there.
Well, that's the thing. You can heat your space,
Yeah.
and you can cook your food.
Yeah.
This is one simple technology that you can start with, and you can use it for 100 years. And it can provide such basic important things like heating your space and cooking all your food. So This thing has been amazing for us. We bought it for $100. So they have these. They're used. They're very used. Right?
Very used.
Some people are concerned about a wood burning cook stove. So you're gonna show them how easy and safe and wonderful it is.
I'll do my best.
Okay, is this thing going?
I hope so. Let's look.
Oh yeah, that's going. So look at that. There's a fire inside our house. Just look at this. I'll just show you. Like, okay, there's a fire, and then there's like a kitchen and a house and people, and then there's a fire, and it's totally safe. It's amazing. This thing's built for this. The other thing I want to show you. Let's talk about how much wood this uses. So we made this drawer. It's basically just level, and it's all this nice stuff. Show me like the perfect wood cook stove wood.
This one.
Show me. This is the perfect one.
Yeah.
It's probably 1.5 inches to 2 inches.
But you see all these like little bits on there?
Ooh, that's your favorite, right? For starting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use up that bin of wood and to make breakfast.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe.
No, but are we gonna use all the wood?
No.
No, we're gonna use but we're gonna see how much wood we use to make breakfast.
Sure.
And you're gonna make a delicious breakfast of what?
Eggs, hash browns,
Eggs,
toast.
hash browns?
Yeah.
Really? Oh baby, look at this. Is this cooked or?
No.
Oh, that's only partially cooked.
That's right.
Okay. We got tea and eggs. So are you waiting for me? Like
No,
get
I
going.
have to wait for the fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there's a warm up period?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is the warm up period?
It's like 15 to 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Should we time it?
Yeah. How long has it been? It's been, we can check the video, but I think it's been like 4 minutes
Okay.
since you lit it.
Okay. I gotta turn the timer on.
Okay. Do you mean like 15 to 20 minutes to make the kettle boil or?
I mean 15
So-
to 20 minutes to be hot enough to put toast on.
Oh, but guess what?
What?
We're not gonna make toast on there.
What?
Do you see that?
Sunshine?
That is a gorgeous sunny day. We're gonna make electric toast.
What?
Yep. Electric
Crazy.
toast, girls, go get it.
That didn't happen since August.
It's been a few months. Like a lot of people are really excited about the solar part, and of course that's like an important part if you're gonna do that. But this is like you need this before you have your solar system. Like we had no power for months, and then we had a tiny little RV system for like 2 years, and then we slowly upgraded to like a bigger system over years. But we had this wood cook stove like right away. Like this was the first thing in the house. A lot of people go propane. If you're gonna go off grid or
Oh,
a homestead,
yeah.
they go propane range.
Yep.
And in fact, in our first off grid place, that's what we did.
Yeah.
And that wasn't wrong.
No.
But what is awesome about wood?
Well, you don't have to be reliant on propane.
Which
It's really expensive.
which is expensive and it can be a hassle.
Totally. If you're out of propane, that means you're not making breakfast.
Yeah, and the thing about wood is it's pretty easy to store up a year or even 2 years worth of wood, and it can just sit there. And for sure, you do need a method of getting your firewood, but you could have stacked it up 2 years ago. Or if you got your chainsaw and your fuel, you can go get some today. And the amount of fuel that a chainsaw takes to stack up 2 years worth of wood, probably less than 5 gallons. Like 1 jerry can could probably get you a couple years worth of firewood. Like what's the difference with a wood cook stove versus like a propane range?
Well, I think the way it cooks is just, it is different.
Yeah.
And do you see this big, huge cooking surface that
Yeah.
I have? I don't have 4 elements.
Yeah.
And
So you kind of just like can shift things a little bit.
yeah, there are different temperatures and different spots on the stove.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just kind of like the challenge of it, I guess. And it's warm, which I like most of the time.
But is it still a challenge for you?
Not as much, no. I think the biggest challenge is just the time. Like, it's not fast.
Right.
So if you want to make something really quickly,
Yeah.
it's not that fast.
That's right.
Okay, so our timer.
Yeah.
This is ready to put hash browns
Okay,
in
you're
there
gonna
now.
yes, do it. 15 minutes. 15 minutes and it's up to like skillet temperature. And
Yeah.
the kettle is making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
It's actually whistling.
You have to watch now.
Okay.
So there's no super magic here. This is when you want air to get started. And when it's hot.
This bottom one, sometimes I'll close it if my oven gets like way too hot,
Yeah.
and then it'll help to slow it down a bit.
Yeah. But otherwise it just stays open all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh man, that's the way a hash brown should be. That's so beautiful.
And then the oven, it has double, so you can cook. It doesn't cook like a normal
No, it's different.
oven would. Like, you can't just put it in and set your timer and come back in 20 minutes when it's supposed to be done.
What do you have to do?
Well, you have to move things around. So if I'm making cookies in here,
Yeah.
for instance, I'll start them on the top,
Yeah.
and after a couple minutes, I'll rotate the pan
Okay.
end for end, and then like that'll cook the top nicely.
Yeah.
But then you have to still put it down below so the bottom can
Yeah.
get baked.
So because the heat is not as even.
No.
Like there's definitely hottest on this side
Yes.
and on the top,
Yep.
and then this bottom corner is cooler. So if you sit things here, like this side will get browned first.
Yeah.
So you just have to spin it around.
Yeah.
So do you think you could make like an exquisite pie in there? Or
I
is
can-
it just like too hard?
I can make pie.
Do you think you could make an exquisite pie?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you show me right after breakfast?
Okay.
Nice. Oh, that looks cool. You can see it going over top of the oven. Such a primitive technology compared to what we have now. And yet, it's so effective. You know, Rose,
Yes.
do you know why these are actually can be safer than other stoves?
Why?
Well, the main problem with electric or gas stoves, I don't know if it's a main problem, a significant problem, is people can forget them on.
Right.
And when you're plumbed into gas or electricity, it can stay on forever. And if you leave a pot on there, or if you leave something in the oven and you forget it,
Just keeps
it
cooking.
can stay on until it starts a fire.
Right. Yeah.
This thing, you could technically forget it that it's on,
It's true.
but it will just go out.
Yeah.
If you leave a pan on there, yeah, you might wreck your pan, but like the fire will go out. And in, within minutes, it's going down, right? So, there's a hot fire in there, and we could probably cook on here for another, much longer do you think you could fry on the top here?
Probably another 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but then it's gonna start getting too cool. So if you
Yeah.
forget something on here, within half an hour, it's getting a lot cooler.
Nobody ever forgets anything on the stove at this house. Or in the stove.
Why not?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, we do? We do
Yeah.
that?
Someone forgot a grilled cheese in the oven the other day. The next day.
Exactly, but the beauty is you can't forget the stove on
Right, yes.
and then burn your house down.
Right, exactly.
So there you go. So there's actually safety kind of pros and cons with these things.
There is.
Because the con is, of course, it can make sparks.
yeah.
And the way to overcome that is, like, we have a concrete floor, but you could also, as long as you have a tile floor
yeah,
or something just around the stove area,
that would work too.
then you don't have really a spark issue. Okay, let's eat this. Look at this. Did you just give this to me?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Got too many berries in here, I think.
No way. That is not possible.
Oh dear.
I won't tell anyone.
Well, it'll taste good.
Looks great. Just like Grandma used to. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, I haven't. Okay, what do we do?
Wait, we gotta flip the lever first.
Okay. Okay. Now the heat is going around the oven.
We actually just need to wait a couple of minutes.
Oh.
Sorry.
I forgot to do that.
Me too.
Oven is at 200 and a bit. That's it. But it'll start cranking now. We are still using this same bin of wood, so it's about half full now. And the fire's raging. Could throw another stick or two in. You gonna load it right up?
I'm gonna put a fair amount in.
So this is where Rose has been known to burn herself. No? You don't burn yourself doing this?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Also, thank you for asking about my biodiesel. I'm very excited to be playing around with biodiesel. And if any of you are making biodiesel, look, I'm getting like a tiny little bit of soap. That's not what you want in your biodiesel. You don't want soap. So anyways, we're playing around with biodiesel, and we'll probably make a video at one point when we're awesome at it. But we have been making some. We've been making some good stuff, but we're not really consistent yet. Okay, how long for the pie? Oh, can we put the pie in?
Let me look. Not quite.
Okay.
Couple minutes.
Okay, just a minute. Rose, these little beauties. Hey? And what do you got in here? Nothing come up yet?
Well, I'm not sure if that one is something coming up yet or if it's just a weed.
Might be a tomato.
These are all tomatoes.
That's a lot
and
of tomatoes.
Some thyme.
You know what? Here's what I'm trying to say is you guys can do this. Like this whole wood cook stove, like go off grid if you want to do a homestead thing, if you want to like ditch the system and do your own thing, be your own boss. All we're saying is you can do it. You can plant some peppers and tomatoes on your coffee table in your living room, and you can just get a wood cook stove and heat your house and cook your food and do whatever you want. You can do it. That's my point. Okay, surely we can put the pie in now. Oven is at just shy of 300 actually.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay? Oh, it feels hot like an oven. There she goes. Pie in the oven. That looks nice.
We'll let it cool down now.
Well, that looks like a perfect pie to me, Rose. Look at that, just like golden brown. The juices couldn't even be contained. And it's huckleberry.
Yeah.
Like wild huckleberry.
Of course.
Which is the healthiest thing in the world. Huckleberry, look it up. Okay, well, what else do you have to say about this wood stove?
I
Wood
love it.
cook stove.
I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah. If I go to someone's house that has like a regular stove,
Yeah.
I kind of forget how to do it on a regular stove.
It's definitely like the heart of the homestead besides you, of course. Yeah, if you guys are thinking about it, if you guys are thinking about doing the off-grid thing, I would recommend trying to find one of these old ones. Like we bought this one for $100, and one of these things is sitting around in someone's garage or shop or whatever, and they haven't used it for years. And it's amazing. You can cook your food, you can heat your home, you can heat all your hot water. So there you have it.
Hey, you were gonna check the wood box.
Oh yeah.
So we made breakfast
Mid-breakfast
and a pie.
Pie, which we could have made more pies with the same amount of wood,
We
right?
could have, yeah.
Okay, we just about emptied it. You know what we should do? We should go split some wood right now and just see exactly how much it is to fill this up. Because we think it's like 1.5 of one of those logs.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that quick. Let's check this out. Okay, that's a 10-incher. This is the cook kindling of such a, it's the right. I have, okay. We get, so 6 for the cooking. I'm not against new technology, but sometimes old technology is just
Good.
the best thing, right? Look at this.
Okay, my guess is that won't fill up the bin.
Yeah, I bet you it'll just about.
I bet you it will just about too.
So that's not really a bet then.
No, I guess not. Oh
Oh
dear.
dear.
Oh,
It is totally full.
I guess I was wrong.
Look at that. One 10-inch round piece of firewood. One piece of firewood. That's pretty amazing. Okay, put it in the oven.
Okay, just a sec.
Do you want my help to put it in the oven?
What's the right answer here, Jeff?
Why? I thought I could open the door for you.
Okay, that'd be great.